5, time for episode 7, Rose. Rose sat on Grace's bed, thinking about Mavis's plan to find Henry. We'll see if we can find some clues, Mavis had said, like mashed down plants where he'd slept, or maybe even paw prints on the ground. He has to be close if he's still eating Amanda's food. We'll find him and take him straight to Mr. Duffy. It's a perfect plan. But Rose didn't think it was a perfect plan. She glanced up at Grace's bulletin board over the desk. Tacked to it were ticket stubs from a rock concert in Birmingham, an invitation to someone's high school graduation party, a dried rose, a postcard their cousin had sent from Mexico, and right in the middle was a picture of Grace, sitting on the hood of somebody's car. She was wearing that silky flowery blouse that Rose loved so much. Rose wished Grace was here to talk to. Grace would give her good advice about Mavis's plan. Maybe Grace would tell her it was a bad idea. But then again, Grace was a lot like Mavis. She never cared about breaking the rules. Rose went down to the library and dialed Grace's number. Grace picked up right away and squealed, "Rosie!" Rose told her about Mavis's plan. And wouldn't you know it, Grace thought it was a great idea. "Really?" Rose said. "Sure, why not?" Then Grace told Rose she needed to have a little fun once in a while, and there were so many dang rules in that house, it might as well be a prison. "Just go for it, Rosie," she said. Rose said okay, she'd go for it. Then Grace had to go, so they said goodbye and hung up. Then Rose took a deep breath and headed to the front door. She had agreed to meet Mavis at their spot in the lot across the street, so they can go over the plan to catch Henry. On the way out, Rose heard her mother and Miss Jetta in the kitchen talking about viciois. "What is that supposed? Is it supposed to be cold?" her mother was saying. "Who's ever heard of heating vichy?" "Cold?" Miss Jetta snapped. "Who ever heard of cold soup?" Rose could imagine the look on her mother's face when she heard that. Then her mother would start telling Miss Jetta about the importance of washing leeks, but Rose wasn't interested. She went outside to meet Mavis. "What you all doing?" Amanda hollered at them from her front porch. Rose wanted to run away, but Mavis jutted her chin in the air and said, "Nothing." "Yeah, right." Amanda stepped off the porch and came closer. She glanced back at her house and said in a low voice, "You're looking for that dog." "So?" Mavis said. "So, if you're all planning to catch that dog from Mr. Duffy, you're wasting your time." "What do you mean?" Rose said. Mavis headed towards the side of the house. "Just ignore her, Rose." "What do you mean?" Rose repeated to Amanda. "Everybody says Mr. Duffy's too old for that job," Amanda said. "I bet he's not going to be around much longer." Rose felt her heart clench up tight. "Who says that?" "Everybody." "Don't listen to her, Rose," Mavis called from the side of the house. But Rose had listened, and now she had a stomach ache. So when Mavis called out, "Come on, Rose," she scrambled after her, pretending not to see Amanda standing there with her fist balled up into her waist. Then off they went into the woods, pushing through the pricklier bushes and climbing over fallen trees, searching for Henry. Mavis. "I think we're going too far," Rose called after Mavis. "I could hear the cars out on the highway. I'm not allowed to go near the highway." Mavis stopped. She turned around to face Rose and said, "No one will know. This will be an adventure." Personally, Mavis loved a good adventure, but you could tell that Rose did not. "Come on, Rose," she said. "I bet you anything Henry's in here somewhere." "But we're going too far." Mavis stomped her foot, but immediately regretted it. She took a deep breath and said, "Okay, then I'll just go on by myself." Mavis turned and began to walk slowly in the direction of the highway. Then imagine her surprise when she turned around and saw Rose heading back through the woods towards Magnolia Estates. "Dang it," Mavis muttered to herself. Suddenly this adventure didn't seem nearly as fun.